Norway is a rich country. It has $1 trillion in the bank, so to say. That money was made from the country's vast oil reserves, and Norway's sovereign wealth fund has become one of the largest single investors around the world. But now the Norwegians have discovered their green conscience and have decided to pull many of its investments from companies who make their money with, well, oil and other fossil fuels. That's a massive endorsement of green energy, one could think, but environmentalists are not happy.
The aim of Norway's sovereign wealth fund is to ensure responsible management of the revenue from the country's oil and natural gas sales for the benefit of current and future generations. So what does responsible management mean? The fund's investments have become a topic of heated debate. The Norwegian parliament has barred the fund from owning stakes in a range of arms, tobacco and fossil fuel firms. It has had to sell holdings in hundreds of companies in a major divestment initiative.
Some of those companies are coal producers, either miners or power producers based on coal. And for those ethical reasons, close to 70 coal producers or coal companies have been excluded from the fund.
That was in 2014. Environmental activists at first welcomed the divestment by such a major player as a significant move towards responsible, sustainable investing. But some are now saying that it's premature for politicians to talk up the fund's green credentials, given that there's still such a long way to go.
The Norwegian government here is speaking with two tongues. The Norwegian Prime Minister was telling last on the 24th of May, while speaking in front of the climate striking school kids, that what the Norwegian government has done since the previous school strike was actually to divest 134 oil companies from the state-owned pension fund. So she's talking about this in climate terms, and one could ask, who is actually the boss and the person in charge here?
Environmental protection may indeed be a concern, but the fund's core mandate is to preserve the wealth of the Norwegian people. If the world turns away from fossil fuels, holdings in those industries could collapse in value.
We are not aiming to send a message to the world. We are aiming to take good care of Norwegian people's savings. And the aim of this process has been to reduce the overall oil price risk in the Norwegian economy, and that's that, really. This fund is not an instrument of the environmental policy. It's not an instrument of our foreign policy. It's a financial instrument to take care of Norwegian people's savings.
The sovereign wealth fund has far fewer coal companies in its portfolio now, but it's keeping stakes in controversial fossil fuel giants like Exxon, Chevron, and Halliburton, still involved in oil and natural gas exploration.